Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is the last Wednesday of the month, which means it is time for Off the Board. So if you are new to the series, this is a series that I do with a bunch of friends, and the idea behind it is to take those pins from our Pinterest board, to use them as inspiration, and it can be just about anything. We have everything from scrap lifts to mood boards to home decor to recipes, like anything that's on your Pinterest, you can use as inspiration. So I was feeling a little overwhelmed and um not really sure where to look in my pins for inspiration. So what I did was I handed over my phone to my daughter and I said, "Here, pick anything from any board. I don't care what it is, and give it to me. And I'm going to use that as inspiration." So, she was quite sweet because this is a great mood board and there's so much that I tried to pull from it. So it was definitely an awesome pick. So the first thing that I went with was, you see the first block, it's that yellow crosses. And so I have this craft cardstock with crosses and I'm like, yep, that's going to be my background. And then the next thing that I looked at was the next block. So it has a circle with some polka dot paper in the background. Well, that circle is kind of a minty color. And so I pulled this paper. In addition to pulling this paper, I was looking at not only the circle and the color in the second block, but in the second row, first block, there's all of those globes. So then the next one to that is kind of some stacked bowls. And so I was like, yep, this paper reminds me of some stacked bowls. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stack these paper layers on this background sheet. So that's kind of where that is. I did rough up the edges with my distress tool, and that is from Close to My Heart. I didn't actually purchase it from a consultant. It was I bought like a whole batch of stuff from a friend who was no longer crafting many years ago, and that was in it. So now that I have stacked up these lines, this is the branding strip from that mint paper. And if you look at the bottom row, the middle box, it almost has that same design. So I thought, well, that was fun. And then I am going to work with the box, second row, third one over. And it's a bunch of like packages, maybe. So I'm using this in two ways. The first way is my photo is a collage photo, and it's from my son's 16th birthday. And we went to like this golfing place. And so I made a little collage of everybody golfing. Now I'm realizing that there are 5 pictures and there were 6 kids. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make a new collage photo and add it, or how I am going to incorporate the other kid, because it's kind of bothering me. So I'm not sure. But then I am going to take this Maggie Holmes piece of cut apart. I want to say it's from the Shine collection. And I cut the entire cut apart sheet apart, and I am going to use that to layer behind my photo. So that is going to be all of my paper layers. And I love paper layers. Like, the more papers and patterns I can make it on a layout, the more it makes me happy. So I've used most of the cut aparts, and there are a couple pieces that are quite neutral. So the first one, I am going to cut the sentiment out, and it says shine. And then the next one, I am going to go ahead and just layer. And I have one left. Do I get it on? I don't think I get it on. Oh, that's because I'm going to cut it out too. Okay, so I am using this foam. It is from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and it is amazing. I'm definitely not using it to its potential currently by just putting it behind the photo, but that's okay. So I know that this big photo layer cluster is not going anywhere because this foam tape is on, which is so awesome. And I've recently cut my nails, so getting the backing off is a little more difficult. I do find that if I use just the tip of my scissors, it's way easier. But let's be honest, like trying to find my scissors sometimes is a challenge in itself. So here I am going to fussy cut this hello, and this is going to be a part of my title. So I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of January, which is basically a small, very small portion of my Maggie Holmes collections. So I wanted to start the new year off with something I loved. I definitely wanted to just have something that would make me happy to work with all the time. I really haven't found anything of hers that I don't like, so I definitely love to play with it. I especially love her chipboard. So this is the confetti chipboard. And yes, I have two of them. So I am going to use a good portion on this layout. So my title is going to be Hello Together. And then I pull out the numbers. So there's the numbers between 1 through 5, which works out good because I have 5 pictures. Doesn't work out good because there was actually 6 kids. But if you look at the third row down, second picture in is that red pillow, and it has a bunch of numbers on it. And so that's what I was using for representation of that. So I have my title and I have the numbers, and I am basically just going to use the chipboard for embellishing. So I'm going to add a couple of word phrases. One says happy, one says congrats, one says let's get together. A couple of hearts, a couple of birds. I mean, why not? A couple of stars, a floral piece, a pinwheel. And I'm looking at the layout, and that's it. So definitely a bunch of chipboard pieces on here, and those do get some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive because honestly, it's not going to stick. And then I'm going to top it off with some enamel dots, and these were from the Hip Kit Club, I think from November. I don't have the packaging, they're just sitting, but they matched really well. So yeah, that is my layout. Make sure that you check out the description box below. There will be a list of everybody who is playing along. We do this series the last Wednesday of every month. So I do have a couple of close-ups. We would love for you to play along with us. There's a hashtag. I'll leave that down below as well. And if you have any questions or you just want to chat, let me know. So there is my finished layout again. So remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next month. Bye.